Hello people of the internet, my name is Garden and today we're going to be doing my first ever Splatoon 3 fashion show. But before we jump into that, I do have a few little disclaimers. First off, it seems that the first portion of my audio was corrupted because OBS hates me. It literally sounds like if you took a VHS, put it in a deep fryer for 35 years, and then tried to play it. So not great. Secondly, I just had to cut a lot of submissions out of the final cut because it was over an hour and a half of footage and it wasn't very entertaining. So I just had to cut it down to the bare minimum, so I really do apologize. There was a lot of great submissions, but I really had to be judicious with this, so I hope you understand, and thank you all for your submissions. Without further ado, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I am here with my co-host Boog.
Hey, what's up?
And we're gonna jump right into this. I was gonna say, I like the biker look for the most part. I don't know how I feel about the shorts with the biker just aesthetic. I don't know if that works 100%. And same goes for the like pilot look of the other one with the parka and goggles. I think it all works except for really just the pants. I don't know, it's just imagining a biker in their shorts riding on a really windy day. Just, I don't know, it seems weird to me.
So far, this looks awesome. It's really nice. I like the glasses and everything. It looks really cool with the jacket and everything. The poses are cool. I like the cyan octoling, like little tendrils or whatever they're called.
So also, some of these images have just the most interesting quality, so we're going to be ignoring the image quality and weapons in the image. It's just the clothes, so no one has an unfair advantage here when it comes to that. But I really like both of these outfits, actually. These are both really good in my opinion.
So the one on the left reminds me of like a Team Rocket Pokemon trainer kind of Valorant kind of thing going on there. It's really nice. It really popped out.
For sure.
The glasses are really cool. I like how it's more simple, like with the body, but like really, you know, exaggerated glasses and all that. I think it makes it pop out more.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then for the parka one, I think the aviators with that color of shoes really brings it all together, and I like both of these designs. Once again, the schoolgirl sets, it's like there's a lot more of them in this.
They're cool, but like they're meant to be.
Yeah, like
cool
they look
already.
nice, but like there's so many of them, kinda feels redundant. On an objective sense, they look good, like they just do.
The blue one looks very nice. I like the pose and everything. The shoes are a little kinda, I don't know. The shoes are definitely contrasting to the body, but just like the red versus the white, which can go good, but there's not like a lot of red also on like is that jacket?
I think it's also the type of
place with the brown and the white and the glasses and everything, but if excusing that, it doesn't look bad. It's very casual.
I have bias towards casual.
No, I like casual stuff too. I'm definitely, it's like having too much stuff, it just clouds up everything.
Yeah, for sure. I like both of these outfits, but I think the one with the dark blue hat is really, really nice. It's just like, it's a very simple outfit once again, and it's using mostly an amiibo outfit, which I want to dock points for. It's just, they made it unique enough to the point where I don't want to, like, it's not like the whole amiibo set, and I really think that hat just pulls everything together. And if they were using basically any other hat, I don't think it'd be as good. And then this one, it's another very simple one. We've seen this top so many times, and I do like this top with those nice white shoes, but I don't know how I'm vibing with the hat. I don't know if I really love that.
I'm a big fan of it. I actually really like how simple it is. Big fan of the hat, big fan of the ripped jeans and everything. It looks really good.
As for these ones, these are two I want to say casual outfits. I don't know how I feel about the one on the left especially. I really like casual outfits, but there's too much going on to me with the tennis visor, baggy sweater, and the galaxy shoes or galaxy sandals. But the one on the right I think really works. It gives me really like Irish vibes, if you will, minus the hat, which is obviously like French. But the rest of it really does kind of give up that vibe. Either way, I think these outfits are decent, but I prefer the one on the right by quite a bit.
It kind of reminds me of like an art student, kind of. I don't know why, but it just reminds me of like that.
I can see that.
It's very nice. It's very pleasant on the eyes.
All right, this one is actually one of my other favorites, to be honest. This outfit, I feel like every component of this outfit works. It's a very like outdoorsy, hiker-esque look to them, and that mixed with the haircut and the top and the shoes. To me, this all works really well together.
All right, so my opinion on this is that I'm gonna have a diverge from yours a little bit. It looks good. I'm not saying that it doesn't look good, but what I am saying is that definitely the muted color palette and everything. I'm normally a big fan of that, but here it's just like with the bandana on and like the black pants. They look good, but it's just not like anything that like pops out to me. You know what I mean? I like it doesn't leave an impact for me, at least in my opinion. I think it looks really nice though. So.
Fair enough. I think these ones are pretty good. For the one on the left with the amiibo top, I think that one mostly works for me. I really like the setup of it. I really like the sandals with the top. And once again, the goggles, I don't think they work. They don't really make sense for the rest of the look of it being kind of like a grungy looking person or like I guess if you're going for like an adventurer look, it would work, but I don't know how I feel about it 100%.
Okay, Garden, I know what you said, but I actually really enjoy this one. This one has to be like, this one's one of my favorites so far. I love the aesthetic here. I love the kind of grungy, kind of, I guess, jaded kind of persona they're doing. Even with the goggles are a pretty common pick here, but I really enjoy what this looks like. Solid all around, one of my favorites. It has a lot of character to it.
Completely fair. And on the other side is basically the opposite of the first character. We have a very like punk, I want to say like punk teenage schoolgirl look, which surprisingly has none of the schoolgirl gear on, which isn't a bad thing. I think this outfit works really well. The shoes, I think, works pretty well with the design on the shirt, with the red design there. They might be a bit too over the top, the shoes that is, but I do think everything else works really well together, and it's just pretty cute, like rock schoolgirl type of look to it.
No, I actually really vibe with what you're saying, because definitely, even for me, it looks, yeah, I can see this whole schoolgirl aesthetic, even if it doesn't have any schoolgirl stuff. I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like getting a theme without actually actively using stuff from that theme is very, very good and you have a good sense of fashion with that, and I think both of these are very solid.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh yeah, this one I really like. I really like the one on the left. I think that outfit works really well. First off, instant points for the afro. I never see the afro, and I like afros. They're cool, and I think with the really cool like jersey jacket, which is I never see that jersey jacket, and I really like it. With the shoes, the white shoes work with the headset, so those two work together. The white on the jacket kind of pulls all those things together.
I really enjoy this. It's going to be a tough competition because there's some good stuff here. It's really very good. I love the jacket. I love everything here just matches. Even the headphones with the shoes. Everything here just has a theme to it. The white, the blue, the red, the pink. It's so good. Everything here is very, very solid. I think the one on the left is very good.
Yeah, I think the one on the right is good too. It feels like it's the same character, but it's their day off and they're going to the grocery store and they're just kind of having a good time. This one, I really like this one. It's very, very clearly just a firefighter. Firefighter helmet, obviously. The shoes, those are steel-toed boots, so I think the helmet and the boots work really well together. The jacket, I am conflicted on. That's my favorite jacket in the entire game, and I think it's probably their best option for a firefighter look, but at the same time, I don't know if it 100% works, but overall, this is a really, really solid one.
I like it a lot. I actually was like, is some of this stuff part of a set because of how well it looks? And I think that it works really well, and I was just saying that like I think consistency and theming is also very. You have to have a lot of points for that too. I think this is really good.
Oh, 100% big points for the themes. Like if you can theme an outfit, I think that's extra points. 100%.
100%. I'm a big fan of this. I love the hippie traveler kind of wanderer vibe to it. 100% works. Big fan of the sweater. Normally I'm not a big fan of like sweaters like that, but I think it works really well with this outfit, and then the hat and everything just works really well. Big fan of the shoes. I love how they look very like rugged. I know that's not like what they're intended for, but hey, that's art. Making things that are intended for that, just shaping it for you, and I think it looks really nice.
I actually have nothing to add on to that because those were my exact thoughts essentially. This one, I don't know how I feel about this one. I have my biases coming in here. That's one of my least favorite tops in the entire game. It's like a sweater with like a ripped sweater over it. I don't know if it's like inspired off of a fashion trend or what, but I hate it. I do think it works with the shoes, however, and I said that we are trying to judge these in a vacuum. So if I take my biases away, it's a decent outfit.
For me, I actually really like it. I don't know why, but it kind of reminded me, especially like the t-shirt and everything, kind of reminded me of like a basketball player and stuff like that. I think it looks nice. I think it's like a very sporty aesthetic, and I could definitely see how the whole ripped shirt can be a little weird, but I like it.
These are two really good casual outfits, actually. I think the one on the left is really, really nice. Like this person's like, they're going out to the beach, they're about to have a good time. I think everything works together. I think the blue kind of is contrasting, but remember, we're trying not to take hair color into account because it's Splatoon. You can't control that. So except for that, I think this outfit's really nice. Just a nice casual outfit.
I actually really enjoy that outfit. Nice, very casual. I love the sandals and everything. Looks like someone just wants to go to the beach and just hang out. You know what I mean? Both of them kind of look like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the second one, like, yeah, I can see that. That's like it gives off like cool, trying to be cool vibes, trying a little bit too hard, but like people know you're chill and they want to hang out around you and stuff.
Definitely a big fan of that. I love how it looks. This looks like they're going to like summer vacation. Looks like they're just chilling. Very, very nice. Both of them are very nice.
This is a very monochromatic type of outfit. Not a lot of colors going on, which usually dock points for that. But for some reason, I kind of like it here. I think the shoes really works well with the sweater, and I usually hate the skirts. But for some reason, that skirt with that sweater, it works. It works well. And goggles, I'm running out of things to say about the goggles. I don't think it is needed here. I think something else could work better, but they don't subtract from how it looks, so it's fine.
I actually have to disagree with you there, Garden. Normally, I'm a big fan of simplicity, but here it just looks so dull. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it looks nice, but I don't know. I just think that it's a little muted.
The one on the right, I think, does what the first one's trying to do a little bit better, where it's more muted colors, but it just works. I think it just works a little bit better with the whites in there. The white and black jacket. It's some bias because I do think that's just a really nice jacket. But I also think that the headgear works a little bit better. Might be some bias because I'm sick of seeing the goggles. But overall, it's just a nice outfit. I couldn't help it. Like, look at the pose they're doing. So their two entries are in this one picture, and it's kind of hard to see the second outfit. I can't really make it out, so I'm gonna have to dock points for that.
I see 3 entries here. I see the first 2 are pretty good. I love how the black of the sweater and everything. I think I'm a big fan of the big Splatoon kind of retro headphones, but I think the submission on the right is, oh my god, I love the J's and the flashing, and I think that one's gonna be number 1.
I mean, you know what? I think that's pretty fair. That is a pretty good one. I don't know how they got their inkling to look like that. That's a bit weird.
They look a little sus though, but other than that, I think they're gonna win.
God damn it! Why did I put that image there? Before we show our winners, I would like to say we have some honorable mentions here alongside our top picks. With that out of the way, here are our winners. Congrats to our first, second, and third place winners. I've made sure to DM them all their prizes and take care of that stuff off screen. And I just want to say, my biggest takeaway from all of this is that, holy hell, I need to streamline this a lot better. Probably script the next one because this was chaos. With that aside, I still hope you guys enjoyed and expect some higher quality videos soon. A FNAF video is going to be coming up and designing Splatoon subs. So I hope you guys are excited for those, and I'll see you next time. Bye!